Because he's Iron Man. You know, it's like, no, I definitely know.
Hi guys, what's up? How are you? Wow, my voice hit this weird.
Yeah,
pitch.
it did. It just we went up.
How are you?
I'm sorry.
What?
Well, it's a superhero world. I mean, when you really think about it, Sentai, Super Sentai,
Yeah,
superheroes. So it's just weird. I'm sorry, guys.
So we literally just got finished watching that the Spider-Man Spider-Verse thing that I literally just shared to THS hashtaggers on Facebook, which you should join.
That's right.
And so we're kind of gushing about that because if this is like really true to the comic book Spider-Verse thing, we might get to see Toku Spider-Man. We might get to see all these and then Miles. Sorry guys, that's for another stream.
Yes,
that's the Marvel stream.
Once again, but going into Toku Spider-Man, that's a cool thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something where I just learned. You guys taught me today. That
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, but even though we kind of had that talk at the con when we were on the panel,
Right.
but yeah, so. The whole it wasn't really called Super Sentai until Marvel jumped in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So before then,
and then when we got to a point where it was like, okay, so this is going to be our yearly series, and then I think it was around the time of Gokaiger, or maybe even before that, or Gao Ranger, the Power Rangers Wild Force.
Okay.
They needed something to like finish up, like to have the series start, and so they're like, oh, we have this series that we did a long time ago. Let's add it canonically in finally.
that was, I mean, it was smart.
Yeah.
It was smart, but I love the callback, and we had a callback in this episode.
Yes.
Which was very cool.
So, we're going to be talking about Kyuranger today, but I don't know if you're aware, but, alright, really quick. We're going to be talking about the next upcoming Super Sentai.
Yes.
Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger. Now, what do you... Well, before I jump into that, I'm jumping around a lot. Apologize.
Hey,
so
it's a
we
discussion.
have
That's how it works.
Yeah. So we have our super chat feature, which is the little S underneath the chat box, and you guys don't feel obligated to, but feel free to donate if you guys want to. All the money that you put into super chat comes back to you guys. It goes to us, and then it makes the show just so much better.
Yeah.
And then we have our T Public store that's probably going to be in the description below. So yeah, click on that and you
Get
can
some clothing, because
also
no one should be naked.
None of this stuff
Apparently.
is on the T Public store.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
probably get something so we can
we
advertise
just, hey,
it.
you know what? It's been a busy, it's been a busy week. You know?
It has.
I didn't get to do laundry the way I wanted to. So.
But yeah. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm Darrel. That's Daniel,
Yep.
and welcome back to that hashtag show. So
Let's talk some news.
let's talk news. What do you remember about all the rumors that we said about all these Sentai, the new ones that are coming up?
Well, okay. First, I'm gonna start it off the way I usually like to start things off. I'm talking like Kevin Hart right now, so don't worry about it. Boom, bam, bing, bang. I'm gonna talk like that. No, I don't know. What I remember.
Forget the rumors. We have confirmed info about the next upcoming Super Sentai, and it's gonna be awesome. So the name itself is going to be an interesting departure from the usual, just like, for example, Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, Space Sentai Kyuranger. It's not that anymore. Now it's going to be Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Pato Ranger. So it's
Cops versus Rob.
So it's just this one big title.
Okay.
This is the big title. All right. So a day before the big reveal that we're going to talk about in a sec, we got all this confirmed info. We had here's all the info. 2 Sentai that use the same weapon to Henshin. For collectible items, Lupin Ranger uses an aircraft item, and Pato Ranger uses a wheeled vehicle item. These items are set in the weapon to transform. So it's a weapon.
So we're not doing the jewels and the badges.
No.
It should have been. Well, okay.
Okay.
We'll see.
So Lupin Ranger is composed. Wow, I can't speak today. Of Lupin Red, Lupin Blue, and Lupin Yellow. Pato Ranger is composed of Pato Ren Ichigo, which is red, Pato Ren Nigo, which is green, and Pato Ren Sango, who is pink. Oh, by the way, guys, let me quick shout out to the real Matt Hunt on Twitter, DukeMon22.
This man gives us all our info.
He's the guy that has been...
Shout out to you. You are, once again, a life savior.
Yes.
So, thanks.
So, all of this confirmed info about the Rangers being red, blue, yellow, and then red, green, pink, those are true to the rumors that we got before.
Okay.
So when the collectibles are combined with the Henshin weapon, they can create a bazooka for each team. A giant bazooka. Alright, so the collectibles transform into mecha. So whatever you put in, they can transform into the Megazord, for lack of a better term, and combine into the Sentai's Robos. The Robos are named Lupin Kaiser and Lupin Pato Kaiser. Kaiser, if you're not aware, meaning king. And so I think that's awesome. But it's spelled with a Z, so instead of Kaiser with a S, it's a Z. So teams are separate but formed from the same technology. The toy line is split into different sections and will be very collectible. They've stressed that. Very collectible.
Now, the thing is, so they're separate, but they're not going to be two different shows? Or we are doing the two different shows?
No, it's one big show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm interested because I don't know how... Like, when following it, I think I'm just, all right, here goes the story about one team, here goes the story about the other team, and we're going to keep going until they get to that one moment, the monumental moment where it becomes a collision course, and they all meld into one team, so some people may die on one, some people may die on the other, but it's only a team of 3 and 3, right?
Yep.
So it's 6 in total, that's fine. Nobody's going to die, and they're all... Okay, and keep going.
Okay, so both red mechas are very similar to each other, even though one is a car and one is a plane. The rest of the mecha is completely different from each other. Pink Ranger on Pato Ranger has a skirt. Yellow does not, but you can very easily tell that she is in fact a female. The 7th Ranger is coming in March.
Okay.
So we already have confirmation that we're going to get an extra. We just don't know who it is or what it is. But... All right, you guys ready? Because we have a picture of the upcoming Super Sentai. Have you seen this yet?
No, I have not.
So, on the left-hand side, that is the Pato Rangers, and then on the right-hand side, you have the Lupin Rangers. You can easily tell that by the badges and the thing. So, the Lupin Rangers have the top hat. What's that? Aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. And the Pato Rangers have the police hat aesthetic. As our rumors previously stated, they do have the capes. Yellow is, in fact, a girl, and then pink is a girl as well. And then we have the other two guys. What do you think of their designs?
Actually, when you see it, it does make sense. They still are kind of doing it okay. Well, here, the badge, so you know who are the cops. And then the top hats for the robbers, because, of course, we are...
The Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Because it was like, well, because top hats have nothing to do with thieves. But Phantom Thieves, a top hat can work. Exactly. It's kind of, oh, I'm out here today.
So I was talking to Peter Sudarso about this, actually. I sent this immediately to him because you know how much of a Sentai nerd he is, just being on this show. He's not 100% on the capes, but he likes what they were going for.
I know when you said that when we talked about it, too. And
yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's gonna work. Everything works.
You know,
he was like, not everything.
And I'm a little iffy about the capes, too. I'm a little iffy. I think if they went with a... Dragon Master trench coat kind of thing. I think that would have been a little cooler.
You want to give it more of a modern flair.
Yeah.
But Go Ranger was, they had capes. So it's kind of like a callback also to that. And with that, I'm not against it. I love callbacks. I do. So this is great.
Yeah, so we also have a picture of all the Zords and everything that they're going to be having. They have... 3 cars, 3 planes, 3 aircraft vehicles. But you would think that, no, this is all we're getting right now. Nope, we have more!
Oh my god.
We have, all this stuff came out in a catalog a couple days ago.
They're seeing this, right? Like, they're seeing the pictures? Are we?
Huh?
Yeah. Oh, we already gone through them. Okay.
Yeah, so we have the mecha. This is Lupin Kaiser, the red, blue, yellow one. He has a top hat. And I think he looks awesome. I think that looks incredible.
Seriously.
I'm a little concerned about his head because it's so far back in, but that might just be a toy thing. And then we have Pato Kaiser. Pato Ren Kaiser. Yeah. I don't really like the color scheme all too much.
Okay.
But I think it looks cool. What do you think?
I mean, actually, it looks all right. I think the color scheme is the thing that's actually throwing me off. I like how, all right, we have a little bit of uniformity at the bottom, and then towards the top, the part that I'm not liking is, I guess, the pink. What is that? Is that a race car or a truck? What is?
I think that's another police car.
I don't.
Label 3, yeah.
And then versus that green one, it just. The aesthetic isn't there for me right now at the moment, but
it might look better on screen.
Exactly, I like the other one more than I like the plain one more than the car one.
And then, so here's another thing that we got. So this thing is the Good Striker. So the Good Striker, from what I understand, there's only one of them, but it gets to choose which team gets to use it at the time. From what I can gather, it's a standalone Zord, and it's the core of both mecha. So this thing, the toy itself, can transform from either a plane or a car. So you get that. The way the toy line apparently works is that you buy the Good Striker, and then you can buy whatever toy line you want. Or you can buy all of it if that's what you want.
You're buying the intermediary, the one right in between, and then from there you get to choose if you want
to be a Phantom Thief, if you want to be a police officer.
Now the thing is, are they both good in their own way? Like, I want to know. I want to know if it's a
We're getting to that.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We're getting to that.
Thank you.
So yeah, and then the Good Striker also creates a bazooka. I think this is where you put in the what's it? The plane, the mecha, the thing, the car. I'm losing my.
Sorry, words no good for me. Day on.
We got. Oh, that's a common right thing. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Right.
But the official catalog came out today, and we got a really high res photo of like everyone with their guns in action. Boom! Psh, look at that. I like the logo.
I do. It's cool. That is pretty cool. And I wonder, like, when they do it, is it going to be something where it's like, da-da-da-da-da, like,
yeah.
They come on the screen just like that, one on top of the other, and it's just like, that's how it ends. I'm kind of amped up for it right now, because, well...
This is the first time in a long time that I've liked the suits immediately after seeing them. Like, Kyuranger, I liked immediately after seeing them, like, the first time. But every other Sentai, kind of before this, I was like, alright. Okay, I guess. In the same catalog, we get banger high-res photos of, like, everything. And you can see the Good Striker being transformed into the blaster, the gun, the Zord. Same with all that, and we get better images. Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of stuff. We get a picture of their badges, as far as, like, so one is a S, one is a V. V being the Pato Ranger and the V being Lupin Ranger, and then the S being the Pato Rangers. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as pictures. We don't have like any official, like the official pictures that are usually
a little bit emotional. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I can't.
Here's what we have on the cover page that describes what they do. Okay, so the Lupin Collection, a collection of treasures with power to destroy the world. When enemies from another world, the Gangler. I don't like this name, the Gangler. It sounds like a dirty.
It does sound very dirty. I'm sorry, the Gangler.
The Gangler steal it, and 2 Sentai are employed to stop them. Dancing in the sky, vowing to reclaim the collection, Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger. With hearts beating fast, vowing to take down the Gangler, Kisatsu Sentai Pato Ranger. For the first time in Sentai history, there will be 2 true simultaneous teams. Catch a glimpse as the curtain rises on these shocking events. Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger is set to premiere February 11th, with Kyuranger ending February 4th. So we have till the February left with Kyuranger.
Wow.
Yes. Kyuranger will end at 48 episodes.
We have 8 episodes left. And
we have 8 episodes left of
somehow
Kyuranger.
With 8 episodes, we're going to get to February. Wow. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, they're accounting for the New Year's break on January 7th. So, every Saturday, skipping New Year's, we're going to have a Sentai episode of Kyuranger. And then it's over. and then the journey ends. Will they win? Will they lose? Find out in 8 episodes on February 11th.
I don't know if I can take this. I don't. Ending it is gonna be it's gonna be tough, man. That's 48 weeks I've been like just dedicated to it, and now it's gonna end.
48 plus weeks.
Yeah,
there was also weeks that
right.
we like missed it because of just random things. But yeah,
but
Whew.
then it gives birth to a new obsession,
a new legend.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm down with it so far.
Okay, so I'm still confused as to what the translation to the cover is, because it says that 2 teams are employed to stop them. We have both teams, and so do they have the same mission fighting them, or are they going to be fighting against each other while fighting them? That's what I'm...
Well, they're going to fight the Gangler. Gangler probably is a giant
Gangler.
organization. Part of a giant organization, probably like Dark Matter.
Yeah.
And with an organization that large, possibly you can have 2 teams of 3 people each fighting them. And you can just see the stories of how one team's fight can influence another team's fight, and one team's success can influence another one's success, or sometimes even downfall.
Yeah.
So it probably can work in that way and be really interesting.
I am really curious as to how they are going to employ it. Are they going to both be in the same episode all the time, or are they going to be by episode basis?
That would be interesting.
But we have a while until we figure out what exactly that means.
I mean, you have 22 minutes to tell that story every time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. So
we have the pictures now. We now know what they look like, and I think they look awesome. What do you guys think? It's not going to be long before we finally get a trailer of the Sentai, and that trailer usually airs at the end of the current Sentai that's airing. So probably within episode 44 is when we might get a trailer at the end of Kyuranger that showcases like some things that they're doing. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm going to miss Kyuranger so much.
I wonder how much they've shot so far. Like we have 8 episodes. In February is going to happen. You guys have to finish with your episodes and put them up.
And then edit them.
Yeah. So
and then ADR.
Yeah. So I'm like, how many episodes do you guys already have up? And how long does it usually take for you to film a whole episode? And I just wonder.
I think the turnaround time actually for Super Sentai is actually really quick. Because I remember there was a team up episode that they did, and someone spotted them, posted a picture, and then I think 2 weeks later or something like that, it was airing. I think the turnaround time is really like fast. What's up, Larry New Bill? And you lied to us because you said
last one. Hey, you know what? And I don't mind.
I don't mind.
It's like you just I worry, man. We worry. You know, what are you doing? Are you eating? Oh my God, I worry about you. Make sure you're okay.
Look like Time Ranger's lost cousin. Yeah, because of the visors.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so hyped.
But I'm in for it. I'm down. I can't wait. It looks good so far.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, well, I need to know who is the action or stunt coordinator compared to what we already seen.
I hope it's Koichi Sakamoto. The guy that's, yeah. Oh, really quick, there's another thing that I forgot. I didn't see it here, but Matt Hunt has confirmed that there is going to be one more Ranger, not the 7th Ranger. There's another Ranger that apparently is a fusion of Pato Ranger Red and Lupin Ranger Red, and they fuse together to create Pato Ren Yugo. Yugo meaning fusion. And that's a term apparently that's been used a lot lately in tokusatsu. If you watch Ultraman Geed, whatever it is, his Henshin call is something Yugo. I don't know it exactly, but they've been using this a lot in tokusatsu, and I think it's interesting that they're trying to put it in Sentai now, fusing the 2 reds together, and I wonder what's gonna make. The thing is, if they're a fusion, why are they only using Patoren?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, who's the dominant team here? Is I think the Lupin Rangers are a rogue kind of thing.
Okay.
And they kind of found their own items to like transform with. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I mean, there's so many places you can go, and that's where the issue is, because we are a nerd community, a nerd world, and what we love to do is speculate.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that our speculations are right. They are, the way they're pushing it out, the way they're advertising it, with just this subtle air of mystery the whole time, you're just like, give me more, because I need to know what's going on right now, so I can have the best and accurate speculation. And it's killing me that no one really does, and like, dude, we've gone through weeks of speculation and rumors for it. We first were like, oh, it's going to be 2 separate shows. Now we know it's only going to be 1 show. Oh, the team is going to be this and that, and they're going to use this as their morphers. Oh, no, now we know it's not even that. It's like, there are so many things going on, and it's just like, I want someone to be right on it, and be like, oh my god, that person was right, so I know who to follow, you know?
The original rumor that we got about the aircraft and the airplanes and stuff, that was right, even though that was apparently debunked. We had all these rumors that were like true, and I'm very happy about it. That's why I trust Matt Hunt on Twitter and Ranger Board. So before we move on to Kyuranger, which one is your favorite aesthetic?
You know what? Because it's a Ranger type thing, I am definitely digging the Lupin.
Yeah?
I am. It just the Phantom,
that's my favorite too, actually.
Kind of like, oh my god, this is pretty dope. But you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to pick who we're gonna root for.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be we're gonna every episode, because there's gonna be 3 of us, assuming we stick with 3 or 2. We're gonna have like debates like, who are you with now this week?
Yeah. I think so. That will be it. Like, who are you with this week? Okay, yeah, I like that.
I do like the aesthetic of the Pato Rangers. I like the shoulder pads, and I like the white. Someone said that it looked like one of the local heroes in Japan. Local heroes being like toy stores or something in Japan. They have like a mascot, and they just set up this local hero that's like, you too can stay in school and not do drugs or something like that.
Good stuff.
Yeah. You know, but he doesn't have a show or anything like that. He's just
oh god, here it is, one of the local ones.
Yeah,
that's, you know, he has a, hey, how you doing?
I do understand what he means. I like it though. But that was, yeah, I like them. But I'm definitely for Lupin. Like,
Pato Rangers looked like Voltron. Really? You think so? Oh, a little bit. With the
I kind of see it.
Kind of looks like a paladin. I can see that.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of looks like a paladin, so yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Well, I guess now it's time to get into the episode.
All right, let's jump into it. Kyuranger episode 40. We're almost done.
My God.
All right, so
you guys have seen the episode, so we don't have to give you a whole breakdown.
Just, yeah, heads up for everyone watching, jumping in. If you haven't seen episode 40 of Kyuranger, we're going to be talking spoilers. There's not a whole lot of spoilery stuff in this episode. Not like we thought there was going to be, but spoilers.
Yeah. What's just, you've seen the whole episode. What is your reception of this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was good? Just tell me what you thought.
I'm mad at how much I enjoyed it. Is probably the best way to say that. Because from start to finish, I enjoyed this episode so much. But I'm mad because we didn't get what we wanted.
Yes. Yes. If you guys remember last week what we said, we were hoping, we saw it, and we were like, we're getting a Spada episode.
We're getting his origin.
Exactly.
We're getting everything, and it's just no.
We didn't get that at all, guys. At all. He is the one that we have not gotten an origin
And you know,
for.
like,
The
at this
only
point, if they're not going to, like, give him backstory, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay, quote unquote. I'm not really okay about having this air of mystery about this, like, cook that's just apparently good at everything except baseball.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Oh, no, he's good at baseball now.
Well, now he's good at
baseball.
Deathball. Yes. Well, because he wasn't good at fighting, but he took time and learned. He wasn't good at cooking. Took time and learned. Now he wasn't good at baseball. Took time and learned. So what we're getting at is, the point is, you take your time and you learn. Mm-hmm. You do that and you can be great at anything. 10,000 hours. Whatever. Yeah. So my thing was, okay. For all intents and purposes, not intensive purposes. You're an idiot if you say that. All intents and purposes, I should hate this episode.
Yeah.
I really should say
it was
this
super
is the
silly.
Worst thing on television.
It was ridiculous.
It was cheesy. It was ridiculous. It was stupid, but it was amazing. It was sensational, and I loved it. And I need to watch it again. I loved it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I think maybe Toei's paying me, but I loved this episode. I really did. Baseball is big over there.
He's paying you?
I'm hoping if I say this enough, maybe like, you know.
Chitty, what?
I don't what? Huh? I don't. So baseball's big.
What do you mean we'll talk about this later?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he's paying me in Skittles. Skittles equals money. So, one thing that's great, this episode was, all right, baseball's big and huge over there. And you get the understanding of how important it is. Because it's a great thing that brings people together and everyone. So, over there, it's like, if you don't like baseball, what's wrong with you? There's an issue. It's like America. Well, you don't like football?
Baseball is a huge sport in Japan.
Yeah.
Like, that is their thing. It's a record. I can't remember if every Super Sentai has them, but almost every Super Sentai has a baseball reference. Be it a movie or an episode, there's almost always one episode about baseball.
And this one is no exception.
Yes.
We got our baseball episode. But with it, it was cheesy. It was wacky. It was silly. But like I said, it was still good. I just liked it. And I'm ashamed at the fact that I liked it. But I'm proud of the fact that I liked it.
Yeah.
I am like, I have a glass case of emotion right now at the moment.
It was one of these things. So watching this episode, finally getting to the end and watching everyone lift Spada into the air, doing that cheer. Here I am. I'm like, you know, this. Assuming we had gotten a Spada like origin story, and then we got this episode, I think this would have been a nice like, his story's done. You know?
Yeah.
And I would have like really appreciated that so much more. Not that I didn't appreciate it. It was just like, there could have been more.
You better watch what you say about there could have been more, because apparently people like to hit people with bats. And that's something that could happen to you. I'm just saying.
Guys, what's his name? Glovin?
Dude is...
Jalen Glover?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm just kidding. But, like, the name of the villain of this episode was named Glovin. McGlovin.
But Glovin is the name, and it makes sense. You know, hey, you put on a glove, catch a ball, blah blah. But
he's savage,
dude, beating the bleep out of people with a bat.
Oh, I see. You're a good pitcher.
Oh no, dude, that was so mafia-esque. Where he was like, oh, I see you're a good pitcher, huh? You like that arm? What? He starts beating his arm.
I was
a kid
crying.
show, guys. This is a slightly mature kid show.
So I started watching
or whatever, and you're watching the show, and people are getting beat with bats, and it was just like for a moment, whoa, what? How many times did you have to watch the scene?
So I rewatched this scene 3 times because. Oh my god. So, I was watching this before Daniel walked in. Daniel said he didn't watch the episode, so we literally just watched it.
Yeah.
And right before he walked in, this scene happened, and I was like, Daniel, come here!
And the face he had was just like, oh my god, oh, craziness is happening, and it is so good. That's all he said. And I was like, all right, I'm in for it. Watch, and literally when it got to that moment.
Oh, but it didn't stop there.
Oh no!
He threw the bat and nailed he nailed Hammy and he nailed Raptor in the chest, and it bounced off.
Okay,
and hit Kotaro.
Now I don't know about some of you guys, but I know if you happen to be Hispanic or West Indian or something like that, you have a moment where your mother becomes like a super powered kind of individual. Takes off the shoe, like
the chancla,
the chancla or haracha, whatever it is. They take it off, and she flings it at you. And somehow, and see, a chancla is floppy, you know, versus a haracha, whatever haracha.
But it's heat-seeking.
Yes, and with a hook, that's exactly what happened with the bat. It was like, bow, I hit 2 of them, and then after that, it's going to bounce off and hit that other one that thought he wasn't going to catch it at all. I'm going to make sure I get all 3 of you with 1. And that's exactly what happened at this moment. He flung the bat, it was like, boom, hit 2 of them at once, and then flew over, and poor little, what's his name? What is his name again?
Kotaro.
Oh my God! Kotaro was just watching like, oh my God, what? Oh! And he gets hit with it. I was just like, his savagery knows no end. No end. It was good. I loved it because I was like,
funny.
But still, I'm having
after
flashes
that moment,
of the beating with the bat.
Yeah, after that moment, I was 100% into the episode.
Yep.
I was like, yes, no, give me more of this. This is so funny.
It started off weird and wacky. Like, I bet you're wondering how I got here. I was like, I love stories when they start off that way, where it's in the middle. He's like,
yeah,
it's a long story. Listen if you could, and then they go back, and you're just like. And that's exactly what happened. And I gotta say, when it comes to this show, I love the fact that they are not afraid to, like, oh, we're gonna do something a little different than what we've done before, and we're gonna embrace that fact. This episode, what they chose to do was, one, oh, okay, you need to know what happened 4 hours earlier.
Yeah.
You know, like, a la J.J. Abrams and stuff. Like, they did that. And then also, the moment, like I said, where they chose to play it so over-the-top serious for something that really was not needed to be over-the-top serious.
Spada's training session. Really quick before I touch upon that, when the episode starts, we talk about like, oh, we're gonna play baseball, and then Tsurugi Phoenix explains the rules. Lucky has no idea what it is, and then he uses a Kyutama, and suddenly they all have uniforms, and then what? Lucky and Garu are doing like punching the glove or whatever. You know, I think that's a reference that I'm missing here in America.
Yeah.
But regardless, it was funny. It was just so funny.
And then they went to Spada, and he was, hey, how's everything? All right. Everything's okay.
I'm okay.
No, but
I've
it was
seen
like
some things.
I was sitting there like, oh my God!
Did he used to be a professional baseball player?
Something's gonna happen. It's triggered. It's literally a trigger. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna get a backstory that is going to be great, and it's probably gonna extend for more than one episode. I didn't get that.
Nope. Nope.
I didn't get that at all.
Turns out he just doesn't like baseball.
And it's because Spada prides himself on always being good at everything. So there's something that he's not good at, so it's like it's big for him. But the problem with this, and that's the only problem with the episode, it literally was big for him. It wasn't big for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like I
exactly.
said, I wanted more where it was like, okay,
Super
everyone
chat!
has to do it. Oh, hey, Franklin
the world. Salvador.
I love this. Franklin the World. That's a good name. It's a good name, actually. Keep it.
Thank you so much. You didn't include a message, but if there was something you'd like us to say, just
go ahead
type
and type
it out.
It through. We'll say it.
Yeah.
We're like that stick figure on Funny or Die, where we'll say what you put on the screen. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I gotta say, it was just like
it was good for him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good for everyone else.
No.
And I think that was the worst part, is that they set up the episode like this was gonna be a huge episode for him. Like he's gone through some PTSD about baseball or something. Like a rogue baseball followed him home and beat him up and took his lunch money and gave him a swirly.
A rogue baseball.
Yeah.
Somebody hit it and
yeah, like, you
went
know,
all the way
he was
home,
walking home from
bounced around the
school.
house.
He was walking home from school, and he's like, "Oh man, they're playing baseball again. Oh, there's that girl I have a crush on. Well, it's not a baseball. Oh, it's following me!" And he starts running away, and he makes it home, and he like hides in his room, and then this baseball busts through his door, and like goes up his pants, and just like takes his underwear and brings him to the toilet, and just like.
So he gives him a wedgie, and then after that flies over and pushes his head right into the toilet.
That's some baseball PTSD.
Yeah,
but no,
there you go.
that didn't happen.
Not at all.
As
Not
much
at
as I would
all.
like it to happen.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe it would, but unfortunately it didn't. What we did get instead was just him being traumatized because he's not good at something.
Yeah.
So I really didn't like that, and that's the only thing I didn't like about this episode. Oddly enough, everything about this episode beyond that was great. Like I said,
it was a great
stylized.
episode.
They used
I just
a lot
wish
of
there was
tropes.
more story behind it. That's literally my only issue. Because otherwise, it was just like, okay, we need to do a trial to get the Cassiopeia Kyutama's energy, and then, cool, we got it. But there was no story behind it, and it was just like, oh.
Now, I gotta say, Kat, I want to know, because I'm slightly disagreeing with you when you said that this episode totally overwhelmed me. There was so much that happened. What was so much? Because for me, I don't feel like there was
not
so
a
much.
whole lot happened.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was like, wait, so when did they get the power for the
So if we had to break down the episode, they arrive to planet, they get a transmission, hey, we want to challenge you to a baseball game. Spada doesn't has baseball PTSD. They get down to planet, they challenge him to a baseball game. They find out Spada is bad at baseball.
And that they're playing Deathball.
And Deathball, whatever that means. We'll talk about that.
Well, no, they found out while they were there, oh, this is just baseball. And then it was like, oh, wait, Deathball. And yeah.
It's basically, Deathball is basically baseball
with any rules
if Dark Matter isn't looking. You can only win if Dark Matter isn't paying attention.
Yes.
That's basically
That's pretty much what it is.
And we got a training montage. They hit a home run, Megazord fight, they get the thing, and then the episode ends.
Yeah, that was it. I don't feel it was really overwhelming for me in that way. I did love, and I love callbacks, like I said earlier, and we definitely got one in this episode. Mm-hmm. And it's one, I didn't know this, to Go Ranger, right?
Yes. So they during the final thing, they get the Cassiopeia Kyutama, and when they activate it, it summons a. I thought this was going to be a regular baseball. I was like, are you kidding me? But it's in the signature colors of the Go Ranger football. So for any of the uninitiated or just have no idea what I'm talking about, Go Ranger is the very first Super Sentai.
Yes. Some people debate and say that it isn't.
Yeah.
Because, once again, the whole, it wasn't called Super Sentai until Marvel.
It was just Sentai at the time.
But I feel it's Super Sentai. And if you're going to be a purist, then you got to be a purist all the way. And then that means before there was what we called Super Sentai, there was something that was Super Sentai. Yeah. And that's what Go Ranger is.
Go Ranger, the thing is, with Go Ranger is that they had this football. And if you watched Gokaiger, they had a similar scene to that, and you can get the reference. They would toss around the football, and it was stupid. And I guess it was a way to gather momentum or something like that. People would hit it to each other, and then when they finally pass it off to the last person, they do the final shot, be it like a final thing. It summons a dump truck. It does something.
Does something.
And it's just, that's how they win. And it was amusing to watch, and that's what I mean. Like, there's almost always a baseball episode, and it's always usually a callback to the original Super Sentai where they fought, what's his name? Baseball Mask.
Yeah.
I think that was his name. But yeah, it was amusing. It was fun. But we got to see the Kyuranger Hurricane.
Yeah.
With a baseball.
Yeah. And I didn't know that was a thing. So seeing it was like, oh, wow, when they explained to me it was a thing. And then seeing the thing happen.
Oh, so you did get paid.
Thanks, Zoe. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Not sponsored.
What are you talking? What do you have to?
We're not.
We're not. But every once in a while, comes down to the U.S. and gives me a bag of Skittles. And
hey, Joey.
No, you can leave. It's all right. Bye.
No.
Come on. He's out the door. He's out the door. It's too late. It's too late. Toei stopped by, gave me Skittles. Hey guys, have you ever taken time to realize how great Super Sentai is? Well, it's actually going to be a whole lot better coming up soon. 8 episodes, and then we're getting something amazing on February 11th. All right. So back to what we were talking about with the show. What? I'm sorry. Was something? Everyone okay? All right. I was just talking about TV and what I like. That's all. You know.
Just talking about that thing that I like.
Yeah, I guess. Don't eat on camera. This is unprofessional. Okay, so I do what Toei tells me. All right, gosh.
All right. Kat has a response for you.
I'm only saying that it was overwhelming because I think I picked apart the whole episode while watching it.
That's
Now
fair.
I understand. There were so many things that you can just poke holes through and say, this was a bad episode. For example, Garu divining that we have to play baseball so we can fill up the energy of the...
Oh, that
Kyutama.
confused you at first.
It did, because I was like, no one said this. You just opened and volunteered this information.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make sense because, well, lately, filling them up, we always have to end up fighting or
doing a
something.
task.
Exactly. So this is our task. This is our trial. And I get it when you explained it that way.
Yeah.
But it wasn't truly delivered properly, in my opinion. So that's why I felt like...
It could probably, as we discussed last week,
Mm-hmm.
it's most likely a translation error.
Uh-huh.
Or it's just something that to be inferred.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, if history repeats itself, we have to do a task in order to get this Kyutama filled up, and boom.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get that, and then there's also the, them playing it over the top serious for his training montage.
Woo!
Because it was so sad. That
You can do it!
Oh my god, his horrible short swing. Like, the ball comes so close, and he's just swinging any way it goes. And it was like, oh my god, and yet they're playing it so serious, so you're like, I can't believe it.
This is quality acting.
He's not making it right now.
That's the thing.
What are we gonna do?
It's one thing to put on this, like, heart-wrenching scene, this realistic scene, but when you're told to do something as stupid as this, they're tossing baseballs probably about this far from each other. It's like, you can't play baseball, but you're training, ready, go. And this is just such a serious scene that was like...
But they were playing it over the top on purpose.
They're so good at acting.
They're playing it over the top on purpose, so it is funny at the same time, and it's intentionally funny. I gotta say, I did love that, because when they first start off the scene, all you see is a baseball come close to him, spot, and he's saying, and it says, so close. So close. And then it pans out, and you literally see the Phoenix Soldier is literally so close while he's throwing the ball.
Lucky.
Oh, Lucky, I'm sorry.
Lucky
was throwing the ball, and that's where it was like, that's what he was saying so close. I was like, oh, I get that joke. That's funny.
That's
and the way you
quality
guys are
acting.
doing it, it was just like, okay, over the top acting.
And then
but
you
I
have
loved
Raptor with the tear. That's what I mean, guys. This episode was great. I'm just mad it didn't have what we wanted.
Oh my god.
That's really
it. Was. See, and Kat, I was laughing during the training montage. It was funny. It was. It was hilarious. I thought it was great, and it did what they intended it to do. So, even though this episode, and let's be honest, guys, we have to call it as we see it, this episode indeed was a filler.
Yeah.
It was a filler.
It was a filler with some plot.
Yes, and that's the thing that they always do on the show. There's a filler, but we'll actually give you some plot. Mm-hmm. I was more excited for this episode when I thought it was going to be, they're the best ones ever. He knows what he's doing. Sweet and sour.
I've never seen this.
Anyway. He knows what he's doing. That's it. Hey, I got something for you. Boom, and I'm like, all right, thanks, Toby. So, still, nonetheless, the episode itself was entertaining.
Yes.
And it was fun. It was silly. And you got to go on this wild, weird ride.
It's just an episode that I wish had come earlier.
It should have, because right now we're in a moment where we are looking, the stakes are high, higher than they've ever been. Mm-hmm. 8 episodes left. And the one episode that really should count right now is, the last 10. The last 10 should be like, every bit of it, you're getting amazing story, you're getting great fight sequences, you're getting all this.
Right.
And to do this is kind of like, what are you guys doing? But I still trust them because they haven't steered me wrong.
Right.
Even giving me a filler episode where it was cheap as I don't know what to shoot, you guys still entertained me, and I was like, great. You're still committed to the work.
I feel like the episode in the meeting room was like, what do we do for our next episode?
I don't know, man. Like, maybe...
Oh, that baseball game last week was really cool, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. We had the company baseball game.
Man, I wish we could put baseball in an episode. No, that'd be dumb. That'd be predictable.
Yeah, maybe. You know what?
Let's do it.
I think we're crazy enough to do it.
Let's do it.
And that's how it works. Literally. And it worked out well. it worked out well. I enjoyed it. I guess you guys may not have, or you enjoyed at least just watching and laughing at it.
The only thing, the other only thing that you didn't like was Tsurugi's afro. Phoenix's afro.
I'm gonna say this, guys. No one's supposed to have an afro but golden afro. Okay?
Minati.
No one else is supposed to, because he is the best afro wearer on the show. To take away from his greatness by just giving afros out willy-nilly, you're ruining what is important about his character. Golden afro, guys. Shout out to golden afro.
Golden afro.
That's it.
One love.
One love. That's about it. That's about right. That's about right. What is happening in the chat right now?
So Ishua Fairley, the guy who issued our thing from last week, our little question of the day, I guess. He's in here. Jezer is in here. Kat says she's giving the episode a 5.
Okay. That's a good question. What does everybody else give the episode, actually? I would love to know.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys rate this episode? Let's see. Jezer wants a white Christmas.
Okay, that's good, Jezer. That's great.
JD can give you a white.
Yeah. You know what I want, Jezer? I want you to stay on topic. That would be great. So, what else? Bang, bang, bang! I'm on it!
Jared Hodges, hopefully leading to the end, might have the Q Zords get destroyed, and Lucky battles it out against Dark Matter.
So you want Lucky to be he is pretty much our big champ. Next episode, he's going to be fighting his dad.
Oh my gosh.
So,
that's a thing.
Yeah.
So from what we gather from this preview, if again, guys, if you haven't seen the preview, this is a spoiler. It looks like we're going back to the very serious tone that we come to love from Kyuranger. Ngaru is the one narrating it, and he goes, "Wait, is that who I think it? No, Lucky, run!" And so we're like, "Wait, what?" And so we get a shot of Lucky's deceased dad.
Yeah.
So
he's holding up the sword.
He's holding up the sword to Lucky. He's like, "Is he gonna fight his dad technically again? Is his dad not dead?" Find out next time on Uchu Sentai Kyuranger.
Yes. I'm down. I didn't need it to happen because it better be good. Last 8 episodes, guys. I thought last 10 you guys would start, hey, we're going full on. But apparently,
it's the last 8.
Is where it's going to really happen. So let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I need something really good.
The monster suit that they're using, or whoever the villain is for the next episodes, besides Lucky's dad, looks awesome. I don't remember off the top of my head what he looks like, but I remember looking at him when we were watching the preview, like, he looks awesome. He looks like a final villain.
Well, I mean, hey, Scorpion's brother was amazing. So he looks like a villain that we'll see for at least 3 or 4 episodes that I would like to see for 3 or 4 episodes. If he's as bad as Scorpion's brother. Man, we set the bar very high with him. And I need another villain that we set the bar that high with. Because when Dark Matter showed up, that was like, oh my god. And then we haven't seen him again.
Well, and then the other high bar villain that we had is technically Naga. Naga was also...
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, you know what we haven't seen? His Hibitsukai metal form in a while.
Yeah, we haven't. And it's something I would love to see. Because it would be pretty dope to actually see him, just go ahead and show off a little bit. But right now, we've been just busy with Lucky always transforming to his ultimate form. So it's like, we're probably not going to see Naga do it again.
Exactly. All right. Sorry, guys. This is unprofessional. We're going to start wrapping up right now. Really quick, I want to throw a question out to you guys. What do you guys think about the new Lupin Ranger and Pato Ranger suits? What do you think the plot is going to be? And if you guys type out a description below. Just let us know what your plot lines are going to be based on what we've shared.
We'll do like we did on Rangers. You guys go ahead and give us a pitch for your plot line.
Get creative, guys.
Yeah, really get creative. Create your plot line of how you think it will go. There's 2 teams. 1 show, and apparently they have one thing that they all share, which is that ship.
Yeah.
And so with that, I don't know if they're going to be able to... They're going to have a timeshare when it comes to using the Zords. I don't know if they're just going to be attacking that bad guy from 2 sides.
That's the thing that we... Yeah.
Make it up. Make it up.
Make it
Give
sound
us-
good,
yeah.
and just pitch it to us. I think that'd be awesome, especially since we know. Well, now we know stuff, but we still don't know anything about what this next season is going to be about.
Yeah,
so I
so-
think that'd be a lot of fun.
Pitch it, because maybe when Toei comes to drop me off my Skittles, he'll hear you guys and maybe like, oh, congratulations, you're right.
I'm mad that Toei just dropped off Skittles for you. Like,
I mean, you know, busy. Here's some candy. I've got to go. I mean, what do you want?
so really quick, guys, the next stream. When are we going live, JD, for that?
1:30.
1:30.
Okay, so at 1:30, we're going to be going live again for Ranger Wrap-Up. We don't have a Ninja Steel episode, but we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Hyper Force!
We're also going to be reading your pitches that you gave us
Yes.
last week, which I'm definitely interested in. I thought Joe was going to be here. It was going to be amazing, but we'll read them.
Yes, so really quickly, guys, you have roughly 30 minutes. If you haven't seen episode 5 of Hyperforce yet, do a quick run through because we're going to be spoiling a lot of stuff. He hasn't seen it yet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm going to do
So
a quick
we're going to
run-through.
do a crash course right now. But really quick before we do that, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Battlestar Galactica, the best name on the internet, or you can find me on Twitter at that hashtag BSG. What about you?
You guys can find me on all social media. Darrel J. Delphin, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You guys can find me on the next show, both of us actually, on Ranger Wrap Up at 1:30 PST. And all the video games and stuff that I go. Oh yeah, my game Fallen Legion, Flames of Rebellion. That's going to be having a release for PS4 on the 12th. And actually, I'm going to be posting a contest because I have roughly 10 free copies of this game. So if you want to win a copy, I will be posting about that on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. One of those. So yeah,
And the game's on PS4.
Yes, it is.
Am I eligible to?
Oh, you can have one of them. Okay, so I have 4. I have
No.
4
I wanna be eligible to do it just like everybody else. And hopefully, if I win, because if I win, it's gonna make me feel cool. Like, oh my god, other people did it, and I happen to win. Not like given to me, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. I want to win. I want to win. He has 4 of them. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right. Okay. So yeah, keep out watch for that. I'm probably gonna try and give those away. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope we see you on the next stream in about 30 minutes for Ranger Wrap Up. We're gonna be talking about Hyperforce, and be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending.
In geek pop culture.
I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.